What is going on, beautiful people? Today is the last day of Ludum Dare compo, which means that unfortunately we're not going to get to work on this game anymore. So whatever we come up with in the next 5 hours is what we end up with for eternity. And that's a frightening thought, because this game isn't anywhere near completed. Real quick, I'm going to show you the awesomeness of what we're working with. We are working with a cool little tank dude with a base in the middle. And we got these little tank dudes that we shoot. And we take over these little zones. And as we take over the zones, it shows the number that we're taking over the zones. And once we do that, it turns green and it adds power to our objective. But these little bastards try and take it back from us, but we don't let them. Now, there's no win state. There's a lost state when the timer comes out. There's no intro. There's no menu. We still need artwork, and we still need sound, which unfortunately is is a lot of work. So what's going on, earphone guy? Yeah, so we got a lot to do, unfortunately, and I don't know how we're gonna finish it. I didn't realize I was only gonna be able to spend 15 hours on this game, which 5 hours day 1, 5 hours day 2, and this will be another 5 hours day 3. So rather than make a game in 48 hours, we're gonna make a game in 15. If we actually end up making a game. So use that 8-bit sound effect generator. That saves a lot of time. Yeah, the bfxr.net for sure. That was my #1 choice. To be honest though, as much as I would love audio, audio is actually an afterthought, I think, to finishing the actual game, because we don't have an actual game right now. We just have a beautiful tech demo. So if we gotta completely submit this without audio, as much as I don't want to do that, I'd rather do that and have a complete game than submit it and, you know, have fucking... we died because the time ran out. Okay, so let's work on priorities real quick. Let me look at my to-do list on gdu.io. Tankatron, that's what I'm calling this game. I don't know why. Enemy spawn, enemy destruction. We did enemy destruction. Enemy objective points, more specific. Generator overview. Okay, so the game design, I was thinking about this last night after I got off stream. I'm like, how do we turn this into a game? Because originally this was going to be like a tower defense where you build towers and you protect generators. And then we were going back and forth, and we were talking with the stream, like, how maybe there's a point that you defend in the middle, which is kind of cool. That gives it like an objective, and then it also is a win-loss state. You win if you protect the objective. You lose if you don't protect the objective. And I think what I kind of came up with was the fact that there are 6 generators. I think that's way too many. So I'm just going to go ahead and delete 3 of these right off the bat. I don't know why there was 6. I don't know why that number came to me. But I think if we do something like this, where they're kind of like staggered, 1, I think that's a little better. But 2, I think we need the actual objective. So what I'm thinking for the objective, and if any of you lovely people in the stream have any suggestions, I am all open to suggestions, because my brain is dead at this point. I really did not have the time or energy that I wanted to devote to this. So we kind of half-assed it, you know? Like, usually I start with the design. I'm like, okay, let's do it. But we just kind of started building stuff as everybody was suggesting and adding in stuff, which is cool. It makes for a fun experience, but we ended up shit's creek because now we don't have a playable game. So, what I'm thinking for the objective is a defense objective. So we're ditching all the tower defense stuff. We don't have time at all. We're ditching the tower defense stuff. We're ditching multiple generators. I think we are going to go with the defend and objective. But I don't think the objective can be the generators, because like if we play this and let's say we did have enemy spawn. Well, that is a flying cannon. What the fuck? We don't have time. We don't have time for distractions today, people. So we got to kill these guys. So we got to take this generator. And assuming there is spawn, there's enemies spawning, right? It's going to be really hard to keep these generators, because the second we take them, their objective right now is to come get them. So he's coming to get it. He doesn't give a fuck, so he's going to come take it. So unless we either change the AI a little bit, we got shot by the imaginary cannon. Did you see that? Did I not? Yeah, I don't know. I gotta move this cannon on top of him. Construct 3 or Construct 2 is weird. In containers, each of these objects will automatically create a one of these objects. But if you already have one of these objects, then it assigns these two together. So sometimes if these are not touching, it'll assign them together and it'll pin them together right like this. That's part of our code, because we didn't account for the first little bit of that. So put that there. Okay, so for objective, we got to pick something probably within the next 10 minutes and just go for it. What if the middle point is a rocket that needs to be charged up with the generators, and when it's fully charged you escape and win? Having more generators speed up the process. That's interesting. It does kind of look like a rocket. I don't know what the fuck I was thinking when I built it. So you're saying rather than like just have a general... So that our objective would be to like build a certain amount of power, like build 500 power or something. That's the objective. But the theme is running out of power. I don't know if that would be on theme. Charge up with the generators. I like a concrete objective like that though. I think we're on the right track with that. Something, do this and you win. Because right now it's really ambiguous and it's really confusing and it's not fun. But we've got really good shooting mechanics. We have a really good engine here for shooting. So I think we turn this into a tank game somehow. Like really. So maybe like we could even have like, maybe we go back to, remember I think yesterday we were talking about the idea of when you shoot it costs power, so maybe when you kill people you get power and you're constantly running out of power by shooting, something like that. Rocket in the middle but they have electric shield around it. That could be cool. Yeah, some kind of thing that draws power. What if the enemy is the one escaping and you were trying to stop them, so they need to run out of power? Anything can run out of power. We just got to make that clear so we're on theme. What if the enemy is the one escaping, you're trying to stop them? Yeah, like the fucking... They're trying to leave Earth to attack one of your planets or something, and so just turn it into like a bullet hell game of like trying to stop them. even though you're on your like maybe it's like the last leg of resistance or something, and like we sent our last tank, and we don't have any more power or any more electricity because there was a solar flare or some shit, and it wiped out all of our electronics except for you. You are the last hope of humanity, and you must take our last battery and fuck up some aliens with our last battery. And you got to collect their power cells because you're constantly running out of power with your movement and your shooting. Can you explain where we're at right now so I can think along? Carol, yeah, so we built a beautiful engine. We have a cool little dude that drives around and shoots. And the original idea was that we were going to have like a little tower defense stuff where you go do stuff, but right now there's no objective. We can't do the tower defense stuff because it's going to take way too long. This capturing generator thing doesn't really make sense, even though we spent a ton of time on it. Without the tower defense stuff, it really doesn't make sense, and we don't have time to implement all that. So we're just thinking, we're trying to come up with an objective for the actual game right now. Like how do you win? What do you do? So what we're throwing around right now is like, maybe, like your power draw, maybe it just comes from your tank. So we have all these variables and all this set up. Like this whole engine works. We can set the power draw to whatever we want. So I think that'll work out really well. What do you guys think? Should we just make maybe the timer is a bomb going off and you need to drain the power that is going to the bomb? That's interesting. That's interesting. Power running out. Running out of power. Yeah, that could be... Who keeps texting me? I'm thinking... Yeah, it's definitely going to have to be something. We're going to have to go along for the theme. Okay. Guys, let's go with... Wait. Go for it, Gene. What do you got for me? Enemies are robots. I just said that. That's what I'm thinking. So you are using power while you move, and then you shoot the enemies and they drop little batteries, and that keeps your energy up. And if you run out of energy, you die. But there needs to be like an objective. Like No, that's a good idea. We should do it. Don't worry, don't say sorry. You got it. What did I just do? Oops. So, we could turn the health bar into like a power bar. Get rid of this, honestly. We could just do that. Simplify things. Put a little battery symbol right where the plus is. What's going on, Heroic Master? But we're gonna have to nail down this objective like in the next 5 minutes, and whatever we end up with, we're just gonna do it. Holy shit, we're getting assaulted. My girlfriend is watching the stream and she's texting me ideas rather than type them in the chat. So there's this last city, and the city is running out of power. So then you go out as a last hope for the city to go collect a new source of power. So you're not trying to collect power for the city. And the tank enemies that you kill drop power crystals, and they're aliens. That's kind of what I'm thinking. Maybe your base attacks enemies automatically, but you have to collect batteries and feed them to your base. I like the missile or the bomb thing. So let's combine all these concepts. So let's say like the enemy is planting an anti-planet bomb that's going to blow up our planet. They've already decimated all of our forces. You are the last remaining tank in the entire planet. Take our last battery. Young one, and go forth. You are humanity's last hope. Destroy the killer robots before they blow up the planet with their bomb, which is what the timer comes in. And is this his game he's making? Yes, this is a game. We have 10 hours into this game. We're gonna have 15 hours in by the end of this. This is for the Ludum Dare jam. So I'm thinking that's the objective. I think maybe we can even include the generators in that too. Their bomb is powering up. Their bomb is powering up, and you have to take over the generators and destroy their minions. That's getting complicated again. Why are things so complicated? Look at this beautiful fence that I made. Okay. Alright. I don't want it to be just something you can run up and shoot at, because that's going to be stupid. You could just stand there and shoot the thing. So, I think, like, powering up is not running out of power, though. That's true. That's a good point. Alright, so what if it's not powering up then? What if you're running out of power with this little power meter? Okay, let's do this. Let's scrap everything on the right side of the screen. Let's get rid of it. Let's turn the left side, change this health symbol to a battery symbol, and let's make it constantly decrease. And then you have to go around and kill enemies to stay alive. But you are also trying to get to the bomb or to the missile or the whatever the fuck. Let's do that because that's on theme. Let's do that right now. We'll keep all this temporary code here, but hold on, let me just do that real quick because I think that'll play a big part of it, even if we don't do anything. So assets, health bar. You're making the enemy run out of power? Yeah. As long as somebody's running out of power. It's just, one of the things I've noticed with Ludum Dare, like, even though we technically could be on theme, and this was any game jam, for real, if people don't get how it's directly on theme, they downvote you. So it's not just about actually being on theme, but it's also about appealing to the people that are going to vote for you. If you actually care about getting anywhere, which I don't do this to get anywhere with it, but so what do we think of this? La 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 la. Hello, Nicole. I'm glad you decided to join us. She decided to stop texting me and join the party. Thank you. Texting doesn't work. Okay. So we're gonna save this. We're gonna make a copy of this. Make a copy. Overwrite this guy. Boom. Load this in. Ow, that hurt my eye. I feel dumb now. She does that on purpose. Okay, so, but thank you for letting everybody know. I'm sure she'd appreciate you telling all the females that I'm not single. Alright, so we got a little battery there. Actually, I like the battery bigger. We can't get stuck on these loops, guys, or we're gonna lose, but hold on. Hold on. We can't get stuck on the perfectionism loop. I know this. I know this, but I do it anyway. It's the beauty of being a game developer. I know the loops that I shouldn't get stuck in, and I do it anyway. Alright. So, does everybody like the yellow? Are we cool in the yellow? Or are we thinking something else? I like the yellow. Where let's copy actually the same yellow because we use that exact same little yellow. Okay, I like that. Let's go with that. PNG health bar. Oops, that's our copy. Alright. So, now we got our battery bar, right? So, what if yellow or neon blue? Blue? Don't do this to me, guys. No, I'm gonna obsess over the color, and we're gonna lose our time. We gotta make the game, and then we can obsess over the colors. So let's see, what's the countdown? ldjam.com. Nope, keep it yellow. No, that's the mission. 4 hours 23 minutes. I will obsess over this to like forever. You wonder why I have so many videos that talk about just getting through stuff and one thing a day is enough, and I make all these videos about how to get through stuff. It's because I'm so fucking obsessive. It's not because I'm some guru that has mastered the art of being human. It's because I'm freaking obsessive, and I will do this stuff over and over and over again, and I'll never get anywhere. So, health bar. We're gonna say every X seconds, every like 0.2 seconds, we're gonna update health bar, and we're gonna buy minus 0.2. So if this works, we should, yeah, we're losing health. See, we're losing health, like, fuck you, buddy. We're losing health automatically. We're running out of power, right? And as we kill these guys, we gain power. So should we like, okay, so what do you guys think for the actual objective now? I like this. We can actually get rid of all of this stuff. Where's the base capturing code? There's the enemy capture. Do we still need the generators, or should we scrap the generators completely? Because this whole game type kind of makes sense without the generators. Have you thought about doing live sessions when Ludum Dare is finished, but just working on your own project sessions or something? I've thought about it. I think it would be a little too boring. Well, honestly, like, if I'm completely honest, so Friday was my first live stream ever. I didn't realize how much talking was involved. Because when I watch live streams, I've watched people program stuff on live stream, and it's, when they're sitting there silently programming, nobody wants to watch that. That's not fun. But it's also, it can't be, I mean, why don't you just program by yourself? So when I stream it, like, I want to interact with you guys, but I also wanted to make a game with you guys, and I think that's why it's been so much fun, because we're making a game together. On my own projects, I probably have a little more opinions on the stuff than on this kind of stuff, so I don't know. Got an idea for the generators? Shoot, type it out. Let's figure it out. So we need to work on enemy spawn. So while we're figuring out an objective, there needs to be a way to spawn enemies. So we're just gonna go ahead and do that. Camera movement enemies. Add subgroup. Enemy spawn. B, we're going to say every X seconds, and we're going to do round. Actually, we don't need round. We're going to do random between 2 and 7 seconds. We're going to say main base, spawn, enemy tank, on layer BG2, image point 0. Let's do something. Let's add 4 new image points. Image point, there's one's gonna be here, one's gonna be here, one's gonna be here, one's gonna be here, and then we're gonna pick a random from 1 to 4. Round, random, 1, 4. I think streaming works better for smaller projects and be completed in a few streams. I agree. It also makes it a lot more fun because we can make a game together and then we can just kind of do whatever we want. A bigger project would be, there's a lot of boring work. I call it dark work, which is the work you do for a very long time and you don't see any results. And there's a lot of that in bigger projects. Let's do a stream where you play ours or your games. That I would do. I agree. I would play people's games on stream and like say, hey, I like this part, I like that. Okay, they start out with an objective, so they just kind of sit there. So we got to fix that. So there are 4 generators you have to change, you have to charge, and you can charge them by sacrificing part of your health. But in the meantime, your health is also going down automatically, and the enemy fire as well. What's the point of charging the generators? Is that like the objective? Like, charge all 4 generators? And then you win? I can see you taking over a generator, and then that when you're taking over a generator, it makes you the target for all the enemies. Like normally they just go and they do their own shit, but when you're on a generator, they all target you. So not only do you have to use your power to charge it, but you have to fight everybody off. That could be kind of cool. Trying to think of the complexity for that. We're running out of health. We're gonna die. No. No. I forgot there wasn't a generator there. We died. We ran out of health. Okay. I like what we got going here. So real quick, let's make a quick change to the health packet. Let's put the power icon on there. Let's image. Actually, fuck, we're gonna have to layer view copy. I didn't save any of these files, so we're starting over. I should have saved the files. I don't know what I was thinking. Blending options, color overlay, yellow, boom, blending options, color overlay, yellow, make slightly darker. PNG. Health packet 2. Where did I put the health packet? There we go. That way it matches the actual, like... Maybe we should actually make the health part yellow too then. So like it's all... Change the bullet color and make everything... God damn it, we can't obsess over this. Destiny first part of Wrath of the Machine, you have to collect a certain amount of battery charges to power up a generator. The charges come from enemies you kill. Each generator you power up, enemies get a little stronger, and your goal is to charge up all the generators. That's interesting. So like in waves, like each generator you power, like once you power it, it's powered, but that means the stronger enemies come out for the next one. That's interesting. You think that would work? You talking about Carol's idea? Stay off of my generator, sir. You can charge them by sacrificing part of your health, but in the meantime, your health is also going down. Okay. Okay, so let's because all this stuff is distracting. Let's get this out of here. God damn it. That can go, and then we can change the Y on the is it under GUI? I think it's, yeah, GUI. Scoring, timer, health bar. Excuse me, guys, I got something in my throat. For each generator. Okay, we gotta set the Y to, let's set to like 40. There we go. 30. And actually, let's set the number. Generator icon red. Carol's idea? Okay. I'm thinking, yeah, okay, I like, that's actually a little low. No obsessing, Tim. No obsessing. No obsessing. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't obsess over little details. Alright, so while you're charging a generator, it takes health. Okay. We can do that. Alright, we should also change the bullet color because that's confusing now. So let's change that to red. Alright, I guess it could be white. Yeah, there we go. So now everything yellow is power related. I do the charging in chunks, not gradually. That's interesting. We'd have to have a way to visually show that, I think. You could just quickly sacrifice a block of health in between fighting. Huh. Right now, for some random person, I'll tell you what I'm going to do real quick. For all you guys, if you want to... I'm going to export this build so everybody can play it real quick. Because the controls need work too, so... normal style, yeah, sure. All right. All right. Do. /1/index.html. Jay, you made it. You made it this time. DLR, what's going on, dude? All right, I just sent you guys a link. Oh shit. I sent you guys a broken link. Hold on. What the fuck? Oh, I put it in the wrong. Hold on. One sec. The link will work in a second. All right, there we go. Play away, people. Give me your feedback. I know the controls need work. It's WASD, but right now W is forward no matter where you're facing, so it feels a little weird. And it only works on PC, unfortunately, so if you're on a tablet or a phone, you won't be able to play it. But, okay, so Carol's idea is it takes a little bit of your health to go and to charge. That's not the finished game, that's the current build. So if you wanna, if you have any, there's no objective in it, there's no anything, but I thought you guys might find something that I haven't found. But okay, so you would lose health while you're charging, and then once it's charged, okay, so maybe like we would need a visual way to show that too, like generator charging. Charge the or no, but is that running out of power? Well, you'd still be running out of power. So rather than generator charge, maybe it's like generator online. Why don't these guys have objectives when they spawn? Oh, we need to give them an objective, don't we? Enemy activation. On activate enemy. And we need to send the ID, so activate enemy. Okay, so where's enemy spawn? Spawn tank, function, call function, activate enemy, enemy tank .uid. So no extinction, hang out. Slower rate of fire for enemies and arrows pointing to the generators. I agree, but we're a slower rate of fire for enemies? Okay, hold on. I assign a key to charge the generator. Huge. Oh yeah, like something you have to hold, like generator charging. That's a good idea. Tank could rotate faster. Yeah, I agree. I think the bombshell is too slow missile speed. The speed of the projectile or the how fast you fire it, the rate of fire. Yeah, the projectile is definitely too slow, actually. Now that I look at that, let's go. Is that better? Tank could rotate faster. You guys are 100%. You guys are on it. Look at you guys. Rather than my math minions, you guys are gonna be my feedback minions. movement 1 degree. There's gonna be 2 degrees. We're gonna double the speed here. We're gonna get crazy. Oh, look at this. Oh, Mr. Fast Tank. I know you said the sound would take too long, but I really missed the big boom. I know. This would be so satisfying with a giant boom and like a and like not to hold, although that's good too. I mean, every time you press the button, you sacrifice 1 block of health. That's a little, that's good. That's not how we built the health bar though. We didn't build it in chunks. We built it as one fluid thing. So it would take some recoding of the health bar. I think it adds a little objective if I have to hold the button and then something shows up that says charging, and then right below it says like you'll see it go faster. So charging. Hello, is this the last stream? Probably it will be. There's a possibility that I decide to join the jam instead of the compo and maybe do tomorrow, but I doubt it, guys. I got a lot of shit to do. So I'm thinking it doesn't kill us at the end. Whatever. So it'd be really cool to like go on top of the generator and then just have to like a little piece of text comes up that says hold E to charge. Like, hold on, we can do that in like 2 minutes. Let me show you guys what I mean. Insert objective text. We're gonna name this generator AR text. This is gonna be white. It's gonna be Arial bold 18. Horizontal center. And we're actually gonna create a container with generator AR text. And then make the front of the tank more apparent, maybe a visual arrow. Yeah, I agree. I mean, right now it doesn't really matter which way you drive from because it's like, it's the same. More streams would be nice. Working with someone, working on your other screen feels like you're less alone when working in the night. Yeah, I agree. That's kind of why I like streams. Every once in a while I'll put up Twitch while I'm working. It feels like we're working with somebody, halfway entertained. It's kind of cool. The live streams help Tim, then yeah, more streams. But if not, I actually, so the streams have made me approach this differently. Like, I definitely would have been more meticulous in how I designed this had I not been on stream, rather than just take suggestions from everybody. But it has helped me stay focused. I'll give it that. Like, I can't just like decide to randomly watch Netflix or YouTube or something while you guys are on stream. So I got to keep working, which is cool. I like that aspect of it. Okay, so generators. Where are the generators? Where are we at on the generators? B, C, generator on created. Generator AR text. Set position. Set position to another object. Generator image point 1. And what we're going to do on the generators is we're going to add an additional image point. It's going to be at the bottom here. And in addition to that, we're also going to make this text, the hotspot is going to be top center. So what this is going to do, what layer is this on BG2? So hopefully this will add a little piece of text right next to each, yeah, generator, like just like that. So let's actually, let's make it like the brown, and let's make it like a little brighter than that. God damn it, what color was that? 211, 177, 146. Two 177, 146. Did I get that right? Yeah, that's not bad. Maybe a little bit brighter. A little bit brighter. Alright, so okay, so that text kind of blends in like almost like augmented reality, right? We're going to change. Can this point go below the object? It can. Okay. That's cool. That's a cool little feature. Okay, so okay, so here's what I'm thinking. So on creation, text generator on creation, generator art text, set text, generator and generator dot generator number. Generator 0. Or actually, you know what? We got to do that in the other piece of code. We got to do that in the combat enemy activation GUI for each generator. Because we set the generator number here. Okay. Yeah. So right now, so it says generator 1, right? Boom. So then when you're on it, this text will change to hold E to capture, and when you're capturing, it'll say capturing. Does that make sense? You guys think of that? Before you had the tanks that could shoot you before you could see them. Now I can see the tanks and they don't fire at me because I'm not in range. Yeah, the range is just inside your range. So I tweaked the range to make it to where you can like sneak on them. I'm going to change that though because we're completely changing the entire game. Because originally it was supposed to be like a tower defense type of game, but now it's going to be more tank combat. I don't know who came up with the idea for putting arrows in the directions of the generator or on the character or edge of the screen, but that sounded good to me. I agree, that's something we need. Because otherwise they're not going to know what the hell to do. And I already have the arrow built. I built it last night. So we're good on that. Assets. This little guy here, but we'll probably change the color to, I don't know, something to match. Okay, so you can drive over this, right? Okay, that's kind of cool. A nice tip to add white sphere as first frame. That way you have nuzzle flash in 2 minutes. White sphere in the first frame. That way you have a nuzzle flash in 2 minutes. Oh yeah, we could do that. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to write all these down. All these tiny little suggestions that you guys are making that are really good. I'm going to keep notes of them because right now I just want to work on the gameplay. I want to make sure that we 100% absolutely get the gameplay down before we start making those tweaks. But all those tweaks definitely need to be made. Console games, what's going on, dude? Glad you made it. Alright, so right now we're going to make it to where the generator under capturing. Okay, hold on. I think we have a capturing folder, right? Okay, so right now, if you're overlaying the generator, that means you're capturing it. But we're going to change it slightly. We're going to say when you're overlaying the generator, change the text to press E to capture. Or we're going to say press E to charge. Press E to charge. So right now when we go over this guy, generator 1, it's going to change press E to charge. Even though it's actually charging. Let's press E to charge, and then we're going to hold E, and then when we hold E, see generator or keyboard key is down, E. So now it only charges. It shouldn't charge automatically. Actually, hold on before we do that. Charging. Okay, so we're going generator 1, press E to charge. Notice it doesn't on it. Fuck you, buddy. Hold E to charge. Oh, press is not holding E. Invert. And is not captured. Okay, so generator 1, press E to charge. Charging. Bam. That's how it works. Charging. Charging. And then when it's complete, it's going to be charged. And this is when you charge it, so then charge. Rick and Morty in 5.5 hours? Oh, I love Rick and Morty. Press E to charge. Charging. What's the point of holding E to charge? Why not auto charge? Because when you charge the generators, it's going to take extra health from you. So it we don't just want it to be like automatically suck your health and nobody knows what's going on. The fact that they have to actually do something gives them the choice to do the health. Newly spawned AI don't move if you don't control any points. To cheat, you can almost capture all 3 points and just run across them all. Yeah, that's something we still haven't worked out. A frowny face in the game over screen for sure. Maybe a few traps or something like this, for example, that you can't move. Like what? Yeah, the map design definitely needs a whole lot of work. We need little objectives. We need like walls. We need that kind of stuff. Staying up till 2 a.m. Traps that prevent you from moving sounds kind of annoying. Well, I think we did the cool way of not moving, right? Because you have to go to the generator, you have to hold E to charge, and you have to stay there. So everybody's going to attack you when you're charging a generator. That's the goal. So, but it's going to take extra health. So right now, when you start to charge, is overlapping generator every 1 second. We're going to put another one in here. We're going to say trigger once. And then we're going to say for each tank, enemy tank, find path to tank dot x. Oh shit, tank bullet dot x. Oops, tank dot x, tank dot y. So now when you actually start to charge a generator, all the enemies come for you. All of them. Every single one. So the second I charge, all these guys are going to come for me. Fuck you guys, fuck you guys, fuck you guys, fuck you guys. That's all that's on screen, unfortunately. So we're badasses. The movement is clunky and turning. Yeah. I agree. Definitely clunky. I think it should be, D should always go east, A should always be west, W should be. Turning this into a bullet hell game isn't a good idea. Gotta do what we gotta do. We don't have a lot of time. We got like 3 hours, and we got what we got. I think it's a good idea to make the game easier if it's too hard. Maybe when you kill a tank, it has a chance to explode, dealing damage to surrounding tanks. That way you can chain combos with some luck. That could be cool. Well, what I want to do is I want to get the core game done, and then we can start adding all these little tweaks to it. Something explodes, you can use awesome screen shake and constructs. Yeah, screen shake works. We have screen shake on hit, which is pretty cool. It looks really cool. Someone, I forget who came up with that idea. Press E to charge. Charging. Okay, and then when... We're also going to subtract health. Function. Call function. Update health bar. -1. Is that too much? That might be too much. Oh, look at that does to my health. Oh shit. That's not sustainable. Okay, so 1. Let's try 0.4. Press E to charge. Charging. The charge time needs to be increased on the generators, I think. Well, no, because then... Oh, shit. Jesus. Everybody from everywhere starts to attack you. Loving the progress. Keep cracking. Making a ton of progress on the phone, running out of battery game. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, we're not playable either right now. There's no playable game. I mean, it sucks to get this far and then not have a playable prototype. What's missing that is core to the game? You tell me, man. I've never designed a game like this collaboratively with an entire stream, so I don't know. I don't know what's missing. I'm working on my own game parallel to you. It's like we're working on a game jam. Totally, we're all working together, man. We're all doing it. Yeah, if I don't know how to shut off the spam filter on the chat, so if you guys can post links, you can try it, but yeah, it feels like day 23. I'll change the title. Day 3. Tank orgy is still happening. You can still it takes scouting. You have to find them, but no, there's not one there. There's only 3 generators now, so that means that there's... See, look at that. Look, we found one. Look at this shit. They don't give a fuck. And then we died. Next time you could outsource parts of the game to the group. Like tech-wise? That's interesting. Definitely, you guys have helped me with math, ideas, concepts, polish, all kinds of stuff. So this has been a very collaborative game. I never would have made a game like this, to be honest. This was all a result of the stream. I would make it so you don't have to charge a generator all at once. Then it doesn't matter. Yeah, that's how it is now. So I can charge. You see how it's 1 goes down, and then if I stop, it stops charging. But if... Holy shit. So everybody attacks you right now when you charge a generator. Everybody. Everybody... You need to calm yourself, sir. Get rid of them. Do you guys feel like the enemy should die faster? Because right now it's really hard. Like when they start coming, it's really hard to... Oh shit. Like... Okay, and then we're actually going to set up the arrows right now because the arrows are really important. If it's just 2 people, it's not really an orgy if it's 2 people. Whatever the tanks want to do in their free time, I don't know. I think they're sentient though. I would make it so that you don't have to charge a generator. Okay, yeah, I already read that. We're good on that. Post it on GDU afterwards so I can see for sure. Guys, post your games in the GDU chat. I'll play everything that you post in there live. Not live, but I'll make a video about it. Press E to charge. Okay. So I think we got this. I like the charging speed. Charged. Boom, we can go to the next one. They're trying to take it back. We're not going to let them. So, okay. Do you guys think these generators should show up one at a time with the arrows, or should we show all 3 arrows at once? Alright. Actually, this should be here, 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 here. I want these guys to spawn like under this pavilion. And then as soon as they spawn, we gotta give them an objective. So where's the enemies? Movement. Enemies, enemy spawn, activate enemy does what? It picks the generator instance. Picks nearest generator. No, we should automatically assign them. B generator pick random inst. Okay, so we need some basic AI because right now they just go to the generators and they all sit in the same spot. And they're solid, but that doesn't seem to... Either solids or custom objects as obstacles. If their obstacles are solid, but they're solid, that's weird. Alright, hold on real quick while we do this, because I think we need a... Let's do custom movement. We're gonna disable the car. Actually, I don't know what I was thinking there. We don't got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. So 2 tanks killed with a mega weapon returns all your energy used to fire. What was the black thing in the middle of the map? It's a giant nipple nuclear missile. No, I have no idea what it is. And actually we need to put it above player. And make it slightly... It's like a giant pavilion. It doesn't really look like a pavilion, but... Opacity 90, so you can kind of see through it. But the enemy, it's the enemy spawner basically. See, they all go to the same spot. That's not working for AI. Laser nipples would be better. We don't got time to play to make no laser nipples. Oh, and then I forgot everybody comes and attacks me. Okay. Okay, so is the win state you capture all the generators? What do you guys think? Right now, it's just we have 2 minutes, generator 1 captured, but the second we start to charge this thing, we have people from everywhere. And it barely lets us stay alive while we do that. Charged. Boom. Charging. No, stay. Oh shit, we died already. 2 out of 3. 3 seems too hard. The game is really hard right now, so I think what we might do is we might buff the damage. Projectile damage mortar. I think the damage should be 20. And we should nerf the enemies damage. They do 1 damage per bullet. Let's do 0.5. Let's do half. Let's see how that makes things feel. We're charging. Nobody? Come on. Alright, we charge this one. I might have made it too easy. Let's see. Oh, they're already taking back number 1. But now he's immediately going to come here. He's going to abandon number 1 to come attack me. And I'm at half health right now. Trying to tank. Now you can make it to where you can take all 3, I think, with this damage type. Nope, fuck you. You're not getting it. Losing. Nope, fuck you, tank. Eat a charge. Charging. Alright, successfully charged all 3 at 4 health. That means it's probably too easy if I can do it because I'm not very good at games. Let's rebuff their damage. Let's keep their damage high. Let's keep our damage low though. Or other way around. You guys know what I meant. Add more variance to enemy tank shots and reduce their shot rate. You think you should reduce their shot rate? You should just grind more health before going to the second generator. I'd keep the hard settings, but you need to grind more health. It's your gameplay that's faulty, not your game itself. Yeah, I think there's some truth to that. I think you're right. Rate of fire is 0.1. Let's make it 0.5. And let's make the damage to 2. Oh shit, I increased it. Oops. It's confusing how that works. But can they kill me? Yeah, those shots feel more impactful now for sure. I think that's a good point. Alright. Guys, do we need the timer? I think it kind of adds like a sense of... You know what we could do? The timer could just be the round. Round 1. Boom. And then everybody gets harder on round 2 and it starts over. What do you guys think of that? The objective is just to capture, to have enemy tanks come from multiple attack directions, add more spawns, give them a random pathfinding that can activate attack pathfinding randomly on a trigger. Yeah, you're correct. You know what we'll do with this pavilion? Because we'll call this a spawner. And it's on above player. We'll add one of these. Everywhere. That'll make it interesting. And so then on spawn, be pick random instance of spawner and then spawn tank. The only problem is their only objectives right now are to go to the generators. But then all those objectives get overruled. Actually, we should increase the... Hey Daniel, what's going on, man? Good solution with multiple spawners, easier coding. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. The AI is going to take too long to figure all that out. So right now we've got multiple spawners all over the place. Eat a charge, charging the generators. Then we're going to have people coming at us from everywhere. See, and the first generator is actually easy because there's not a whole lot of dudes that are spawned. So it's deceptively simple. We got to like keep these guys off our generators so we don't make it anywhere. But then second generator should be more complicated because there should be a shitload more enemies if we did this right. Oh, what? We need to work on the death process too because that is a very underwhelming death process. Like this needs to flash red or something. That's fucking horrible. If only you had enough time to make different levels. Game mechanics can take forever times. I know, yeah, we ran out of time. I mean, really this is only like 12 hours of work at this point, so... Oh, shit. Okay. So, I wish I would have had more time to actually devote to the game this weekend, but... Eat a charge, let's see. Let's see. Oh, shit. Yeah, see, we're gonna die, though. We don't have enough health. Yeah. We definitely need some kind of warning when we're forgot to grind. Oh, so you're saying so actually go around, not go straight to generators, just grind for health? Let's try that. Let's see how that works. Do charging. Fuck you guys, fuck you guys. Alright. But see, if I'm a dude, I don't know where all the dudes spawn. I do because I placed them there. So I think what ObesityB was saying is yeah, all these guys need waypoints. They can't just sit at their spawn until they have an objective. We actually need to add little waypoints. See, we can't gain health fast enough because it's constantly being drained. Maybe the spawn rates aren't up. If there were dudes driving around everywhere, maybe. So let's try that. Let's on enemy spawn. Let's give them an objective. Oh, is this a pathfinding obstacle? Let's get rid of that as an obstacle. Let's actually give the enemy tanks an objective. Find path. Random layout or between 0. Let's do between 500 or 100 and layout width minus 100. And Y we're going to do random 100 layout height minus 100. So it just looks like they're going everywhere from every point in the map. Just completed the GDU initiation. My mind has been eternally scared by the filthy 2009 memes. I went back and forth on that. I'm like, this is so fucking childish. I don't know if I should actually include this in the initiation, but I was like, you know what? I'm gonna do it. You were actually the first person to bring it up to me. It's been there for 6 months. Okay, so now we've got people... Oh, but they just sit at their waypoints. I mean, is that good or is that... I feel like they should constantly be moving. So the second they... And then everybody... Okay, this just gets chaos. So... Let's do this then. Let's do... enemy... On arrived... If it's not on a generator, generator. If it's not on a generator, then we're going to find another random path. Give the enemy tanks RNG when you're capturing a generator, so not all tanks swarm you when capturing. I want all tanks to swarm us when capturing. Or what do you guys think of that? The tanks, I mean, that's the point. I think it makes it hard. Do you guys disagree? Should it just be like randomly or like within a certain range? Because that like this is what makes generator taking complicated. We're gonna die. We're gonna die. So some tanks patrol and others hunt you down, and others only defend. I think we're going to call this game Tank Swarm. Tank Swarm. And then if anybody complains about swarming, we're just going to be like, dude, what kind of game did you think this was? No, but maybe, yeah, because the one thing that this, holy shit, this is, we need some kind of warning when you're low health, because this is not working, because I'm not even paying attention to my health, and I'm just dying. So that, we definitely need that. But I think maybe not all tanks. They should come from all directions like this. I agree, but maybe like 2/3 of them, because 2, like we're finished charging, right? So if we make it to generator 2, well, 2, it allows us to fill our health, because look, our health is halfway decent now too. Okay, see this feels a lot more like a real world. You got tanks going places. Let's charge. Maybe we need to increase their range a little bit too. But if you notice, there's not a whole lot of tanks compared to the first time. We're running out of health. We're not going to be able to charge this guy in time. No. Swarming makes capture the point have an immediately noticeable effect. I agree. Matter of fact, maybe we should exaggerate that even more and say like swarm incoming, or like some kind of alert, like and honestly, the enemy, these don't have to be tanks. We could turn them into like killer bees or something, and these things could be beehives. You got to take over the beehives, the electrical beehives. Capture all generators. How do you bear the game? So right now I'm thinking the way this works is when you capture all 3 generators and you survive to the exit point, then it starts over and it's harder. That's what I'm thinking right now. How do you beat the game? Yeah. So I'm thinking this, because this isn't much gameplay at all. We didn't get anywhere near what I wanted to get. Excuse me. We may just have to do like a score-based game. Holy shit. Okay. But swarming, even though it doesn't seem like it, swarming is actually the reason that we're able to stay alive too. Because without these guys' health, getting the health from them, we wouldn't be able to stay alive. So holy shit. Yeah, we died. Okay. Yeah, I'm not happy with the game. I'm really not. But we gotta do what we gotta do, and we only have a limited amount of time to finish it up. So we gotta do what we gotta do. Okay, the warning I think is really important in the GUI. The warning. So what I think I'm gonna do here is this icon. We're gonna repurpose this guy. Send to top. But we're actually going to make him red. We're going to add behavior. Flash. But he's going to be red. Red. It looks like shit, but we'll fix it later. You need some power-ups or something, which activated by using power. Yeah, more health for each tank keeps the game from being too hard. A swarm weapon can be the answer to very high explosive cannon shell. I wish we had a super weapon. That's the one thing I wish we would have done. Excuse me. If I would have known we were going to go this route with the game, I definitely would have spent most of my time. Like, you guys ever played Titanfall 2? Like the laser core, like it goes something that's like super epic. Actually, we don't need the flash behavior. We're going to set visible to invisible. Under GUI, we're going to say death, health bar. It's under health bar. It would be if health is less than or equal to 20, every 0.2 seconds we're gonna where's the little battery icon? Where you at, battery icon? Where are you at? Icon battery, there we go. Visibility. I thought there was a toggle visibility. Is there not a toggle visibility? B if icon battery is visible, set it to invisible. If it's not visible, B else, set to visible. Toggle, or no, change it to invisible. Okay, so if health is less than or equal to 20. Actually, we're going to do this whole thing. I like to do these in so they don't accidentally get moved around. But if we set in one, and then we can do this, we can say B, if health is ever greater than 20, greater than, then we can set this battery to invisible. So the way this should work is it should start flashing when we get to 20%. We definitely need to increase their cannon's speed, or at least their range or something. Let's let him shoot us. Okay, red, health, boom, blink. I actually think it should be like 40% though. Maybe 35. Let's do 35. I'm going to bed. Glad I could give you some input. Watch the video tomorrow for the result. Good night, Carol. I appreciate you coming to hang out. It's been a pleasure. What's the name of the editor? This is Construct 2 for sure. Alright, let's try 35. 35, 35.